Hi, welcome to the patch notes rundown. This is a short patch, let's get into it. Brand. Okay, so Brand's getting another jungle buff, and he's getting a flat damage on his E. So like Brand is very overtuned right now. He still sort of has issues, like if you're playing a solo lane into like Kha'Zix, you might die 10 times, but this champion does damage for 3 champions worth. So Um, yeah, he's kind of obscene now. I'm not sure in which role he will appear on the tier list, but he will be on there for sure. He's just overtuned. Briar. Briar's getting nerfed yet again. Wasn't like that great anyway anymore, and like this champ is incredibly linear. If you just dodge his long range stuff, then I know he just doesn't do a whole lot except drain tank. So yeah, don't play Briar. And the nerfs are quite significant. So there's like 20 damage nerf here, and 6% armor reduction less. Um, 50 damage off the ultimate, and 35% bonus AD. Yeah, that's quite significant. Like all this all together is quite significant nerf. Dr. Mundo. Uh, Passive bonus attack damage 2 to 3%, 2 to 3.4%. Yeah, this doesn't do anything. Gragas, E cooldown reduction increased, arch off time decreased, especially when Mundo is like a relatively early type of champion. Like late game he just goes where he wants, right? But that doesn't really change with something this minor. Um, Gragas, so his refund is going up significantly. So instead of getting a flat 3 seconds, when you hit your body slam, it goes up to 4.8, and this kills with ability haste. This is like pretty significant, but um, he's more of a pro play champion. He like requires incredible skill to carry in solo queue with him. And the explosive gas, 10% reduction in the cast time. This doesn't do anything. It's not significant enough to like change your reaction time to it or anything. So yeah, I mean, if you play Gragas, he's good. If you duo with someone that plays Yasuo or something, then even better. But like his playstyle just isn't like a good fit for carrying in solo queue. For competitive, this is significant, and this is mostly a jungle buff, I think. But even for top, it's great. Graves, Graves is one of the strongest junglers in the game right now, and that is because they added back the AD scaling to the jungle pets, but also because the jungle pets have significant armor scaling. This helps him clear. His grid stacks help him clear, and it's being reduced by quite a bit. But this does not change why you pick Graves or why he's really strong right now. It's a small nerf. He's still tier list material. Janna's being changed significantly. They're trying to make Janna players more proactive. Well, good luck with that. So the most significant thing here is that the attack range is going up. The rest doesn't really matter. Um, so Janna no longer gains bonus move speed. Janna basic attacks and W deal bonus magic damage equal to her bonus movement speed. Cooldown's going up. The damage is going down early, I think, and up later. Or that's not correct. The minimum damage is going up. So they're trying to make her reward her less for fishing for like a max range tornado, and like trying to get the Janna to be more competent with using a shorter tornado when the situation calls for it. Zephyr, the mana cost is going down, the damage is going up. Uh, no, damage is unchanged pretty much. It's down early, but it scales back up. So Zephyr passive move speed is no longer removed while on cooldown. Okay. Eye of the Storm. Cooldown's going up. Shield is going up. Duration is down. Duration does not matter. Because if you're just competent with timing it, you will use it to block incoming damage, right? If you're a bad support player, you just throw it and then hope that the ADC starts fighting. But if you're good, you will throw it when the ADC actually needs it. Shield no longer the case. I mean, Janna's still Janna. This champ is incredibly strong. She has more attack range, which like compensate for anything that is could be considered a nerf here, and the shield is even going up. So like this is a buff, honestly. If you can utilize the attack range well, then you just have like a bigger shield to work with. That's pretty much it. Cassante. Q. Required bonus health for minimum cast time 1200 to 600. Doesn't change anything. They kinda destroyed Cassante for like good players. And yeah, the fact that he's better in the hands of low elo players or whatever. Like this is not a this champion is not designed to be a low elo champion. And so in low elo there are always better champions to pick for top lane. So yeah, and this doesn't change anything for him. Kassadin. So Kassadin is very broken because he benefits from the anti-snowballing changes, which incentivizes scaling champions, and he got buffed directly as well. So he's getting nerfed. He's losing 5% of his E, 5% AP ratio, and he's losing 10% AP ratio of his ultimate. This doesn't do anything. This champion's still broken. And the same goes for Nilah. So Nilah is losing 10% bonus attack speed on her Q, and she's losing quite a bit of bonus AD of her ultimate. But this isn't why Nilah is such a good champion. Nilah is such a good champion because she's an ADC that has Jack's Counter Strike, which can shut down a lot of champions, mid lane assassins, jungle assassins, enemy ADC, and the damage, those champions cannot survive her using her Counter Strike and then killing you. And the damage nerf does not change that. She will still kill you while her Counter Strike's up. So yeah, Nilah's still very good, but mostly as counter pick. Rammus, W bonus armor increased. He's getting down flat armor. This champ isn't very good. Senna. Senna is losing 20 damage off her Q and 20 healing off her Q, which is quite a lot. But like the fact that this champ um, late game is practically unchanged. Like the 20 damage and 20 healing is not what makes late game Senna broken, but this is a nerf to her early. But considering the meta, she's still gonna be very strong. So sizable nerf, but still very strong. Seraphine. Okay, so Seraphine is broken, and like we said, last patch notes rundown, she would be stronger with like more support type of builds, and the same is true with these changes. So her damage is going up from her passive, but her AP ratio is going down, so flat damage is going up, which is based on level. The Q cooldown is going up early at least, so she benefits more from levels now. And the shield is going down, the AP ratio is going down with just 5%. So like the best role for her is probably mid because you still get levels there, and since the AP ratios are down, you try to go more into a support kind of build, which was true the last time we did the patch notes, and it's still true now. Yeah, she's still gonna be very strong, but maybe in like different role or different build. But as it looks right now, she's probably the best going mid lane with support kind of build. Tahm Kench. Tahm Kench is losing 1% of his bonus health of his passive, which is the on hit. And this doesn't really do anything because he's mostly an early game bully, and like the 1% is not gonna make a difference late game. Ziggs. Base armor going down. Basic attack frame. I don't know. This is I don't even know what this is, but this sounds so minor that it doesn't really matter. Um, are they gonna make him smaller? What? Okay, it's related to the attack speed change below, but the armor change doesn't do anything because like he can fight without you being able to hit back, right? So 4 armor, yeah, doesn't do anything. It could be like somewhat significant bot lane, but you've already fucked up if this comes into play. So I know his damage is still obscene, but he's just not a very good fit for like solo queue. Although with how strong he is right now, he's totally viable. Attack speed changes. Okay, so these are huge buffs for mages because their wind up is going down and their attack speed ratio is going up slightly. So what they want to do is they want to remove the mages taking the attack speed rune, which helps with CSing. But what they're basically doing is they're just buffing all these mages. So notable champs for which this is huge is Annie because of her attack range. Cassio often goes top, Heimer same, huge Wyvern. Doesn't do that much for cards, I think. And for all these champs that have like on-hit autos like Nico or Oriana, this is a bigger buff. And for these mages that go in the jungle, it's also huge. So Rumble, even like Saint Stalia, etc. It's huge for Teemo, obviously. So these are just buffs for mages. Vision adjustments. Reveal radius on attack 400 to 300. Reveal circle duration 4.5 seconds to 2 seconds. So what this basically does, if you attack from a brush, you will be revealed to the enemy and the radius will be smaller. So if you're close to your ally, he might not get revealed now, whereas he would be revealed on the previous patch. And the duration is smaller, so yeah, you can play with vision more by getting back into the brush, etc. So like this is a buff to skilled players basically. Ping changes. The alert the enemy missing pings can only be used 3 times before being rate limited. This is the only like significant part here. So yeah, this is just annoying because the problem with pings is that people will missing ping will like troll with pings. The problem isn't that people are ping spamming actually useful pings because it's just necessary with like how often pings are ignored. So yeah, this is a weird change. It sucks, but like you just have to deal with it. So that was it for the patch. Let's recap. Briar not good, Graves still good, Cassandra still bad, Cousin still good, Nyla still good, Senna still good, Tomcatch unchanged, Ziggs unchanged, Mundo unchanged, Ram is still not good, Brand kinda broken, Gragas is a big buff, Jenna's a big buff, Seraphine doesn't do anything to her power level. Yeah, that was it. Vision changes, sort of whatever. Well, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.